What's up, disc golfers? Disc Golf Chris here, Rodney, and
What's
the Infinite Discs prototype just came in the mail. We got a yellow one. Why'd you get a yellow one?
I got a yellow one because the black was cooler, but I would lose the black one. So yellow.
I'll let you know a little secret. I just lost the crown a couple days ago. I threw it up into the wind. The wind it tipped over and dusted.
To be fair, we know where it is. It's just at the bottom of an icy water.
Yeah, so it's not lost so much as inaccessible.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll get another one, but review will be coming out soon. We tested it. It's just, we don't have it.
DG Putt has raising water levels everywhere.
Those are biodegradable, right?
I think not, but eventually everything is.
So the Infinite Discs prototype, we just got it in, and a couple of things that we noticed. The first thing is rainbow stamp. This thing's awesome.
The rainbow stamp is really cool. It's cool to have a disc that says prototype.
Yes, and if you read it backwards, it's Pitto Torque.
Pitto Torque, yes.
So on the back, you notice there's, well, you can't see it, we can see it. This is molded by Innova, has all the normal Innova characteristics that you'd expect. This one's a 175. It says Exodus on there. I'm guessing that's the mold. Could be the plastic, but I'm guessing that's the
name. So, as soon as we got this, I said, Chris, what is it? What does it look like?
So I picked it up, and
hopefully that's
go check and see if they can see it. We want to make sure.
Yeah, it's decent. It's not great, but it's good.
So I picked it up, and I initially put it at about 7 speed, and when I picked it up, it feels like my Prodigy F2, which is an overstable fairway driver, low profile, slight bit of turn, very overstable.
And why did you think it felt like an F2?
So there's a little bump, almost like a ridge there. It doesn't feel bad, you just notice it, and that's very typical of a lot of Prodigy discs.
Yeah, it seems to be.
And especially on the F2, there's a slight bump right there that's close to the rim, and that's where I'm feeling this. But I took a look at it, and I thought it looked like an Undertaker. So we adjusted our estimate to an 8-speed, and we won't hold the Undertaker up too close, but it's actually pretty similar. The top is pretty similar to an Undertaker.
It's got some similarities. There's definitely some differences. The front edge here is a little bit, I would say this is a more of a blunt edge, so this, I would assume, will have a little less resistance in the air. So close to this, but not perfect.
Yep, so we're thinking definitely a faster fairway driver that's overstable, maybe a slight bit of turn.
What did I get next? T-Bird 3,
T-Bird,
because we were thinking 8-speed. So it has some similarities to a T-Bird 3. Being in the 8-speed, the rim feels that decent, but T-Bird 3, it's a 8402, definitely a more, for me, more overstable driver.
And if you look at the shoulder on the T-Bird, you'll notice it's a little bit more rounded, whereas the Infinite Disc comes to a little bit more of a point. So
a little more pointed, and this is a little more. There's a little concavity here, whereas this is more flat in comparison. So, not a great comparison. What did I get next? You said go grab your.
I said the Banshee.
The Banshee. So I went and grabbed a bunch of other crap. The Banshee again, just it has the overstability kind of concavity here. There's some similarities in the top.
You'll notice that on the top it's a little bit more slanted rather than rounded, so a little closer, but Rodney grabbed his Gazelle at the same time.
Which if you haven't thrown the Gazelle, it's one of my favorites. It's a 6-speed, so this is a weird comparison, but the little, whatever you want to call this, lump on the rim that Chris noted is very, very similar. That's where I think that's where we're going with this. It feels like the top of a Gazelle.
Very similar both in look and feel.
Definitely not the bottom of a Gazelle.
Bottom is definitely different. It's a thicker rim down at the bottom, but the top has a very similar feel.
So
grabbed your Leopard to
grabbed the Leopard 3, which is a 7-speed. Kind of thought, okay, it feels maybe like a Leopard.
The width of the rim is similar to Leopard 3, but the shape is not.
Yeah, it's a little bit, I don't know, not quite the same. So, grabbed the TL3, and gosh, I tell you, feel that again, it feels the same.
It does.
So
very, very similar. It's got the same slight, it's pretty pointed, not much of a curve, just a slight bit of concavity like Rodney noted. Just very mild. but they're very similar. So.
Right. So our guess at this point is it's the bottom of a TL3, the top of a gazelle. What does that mean?
I think, to me, gazelle turns just a touch for me. It's usually pretty straight and slightly overstable. I think, given what I know about the Undertaker and the gazelle, I think it's going to throw with a slight bit of turn. I'm guessing about a -0.5, possibly -1, but I'm thinking about a -0.5 turn and fade. I'm thinking it's going to be about a 2 fade is my guess, and I'm guessing 8 speed.
Okay, I like that guess. Interestingly, so for me, the gazelle, it's like a T-bird for my arm speed.
Mm-hmm.
I can throw it and it goes straight, and it kind of just fades a little bit. It's overstable,
yep.
but it's closer to
very
stable.
wind resistant.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite wind discs, even though it doesn't go very far. Great wind disc.
So one of the things I noticed for me when I used to throw a T-bird is I could get a T-bird to hold a line and it was workable.
Right.
Gazelle isn't quite as workable. I'm guessing that this is going to be very wind resistant. I think you're going to be able to throw it on an Anheuser and it's going to pull out.
Interesting, yeah.
I don't think that it's going to. I'm guessing that it's not going to hold. That it's not going to be as workable as a T-bird because it's a little bit lower profile. I think it's going to cut into the wind and pull itself back. So I'm guessing high consistency and over stability is what's going to happen.
So I am convinced that the wind resistance of the gazelle is this weird little flat ledge here in the rim. You'll see that in the T-bird and the Firebird.
And this doesn't have that.
And that doesn't have that. So I don't know. That's
interesting.
Those discs are very good wind discs, all of them, and they all have that characteristic. So, correlation. The TL3 for me flies really, really, really straight. It goes straight and stays straight. The T-bird 3 flies, oddly enough, really straight, and then at the end it has quite a bit of cut. I don't think I can power the T-bird 3 up enough to turn it over. I can put it on an Anheuser, but I can't turn it over.
Actually, I've never thrown a T-bird 3 before.
The 3, right? You've thrown the
so T-bird
3 is a little faster and a little less glide.
Okay.
It's a great disc if you haven't tried it. So I think that you're looking at a disc that might be really, really straight.
That's what we're hoping for. I think
that
good,
would be a great.
Now, quick disclaimer: we've not read anything about this disc on purpose. We wanted to make some predictions and see how it flew for us. We haven't read anything online. We haven't talked to Infinite or anyone who's thrown it. So this is all pure speculation.
Came in the mail today. Haven't thrown it yet. Really excited to get it out and try. There's a chance that the weather could be okay.
Yeah,
tomorrow,
it's what, 15 degrees? Well, it was what, 15, 20 degrees outside today.
Yeah,
it's probably down
while we're at work, so
it's dark now, so it's probably closer to 5, 10 degrees.
Yeah.
So we might be a little delayed getting it out there, but we'll try to throw it this weekend.
Yeah.
And anyway, let us know what you think in the comments. If you've thrown it, go ahead and tell us. We're going to go out there and throw it without reading the comments anyway, so we'll get back to you on what we think.
Yeah, if you've thrown it, great. If not, maybe we'll post some cool pictures and embed some pictures of it in the video. But we'd love to hear your guess as well. So I think that's it.
All right, thanks for joining us.